What if I told you that whatever you're waiting for, you're actually weighing it down and holding it back? And that there is nothing in the world or in the universe that is in any way withholding from you, that life never withholds from you. We withhold ourselves from life. And I like to call this the ultimate weight loss program, WAIT, because this is the truth, and this is the core premise of the work I teach around emergence. And that is that everything you could ever need, want, hope for, or desire to be, all that you were created to be, you brought it with you. I really want you to understand this. This is what the great masters taught. Jesus did say the kingdom of heaven is within you. He didn't say it was out there in the sky, there was some God on a cloud. Buddha didn't teach that. None of them taught that. If we had just gotten that piece right, we would be in a very different position. Look at around you. Look at all the seeds in nature. Is the acorn sitting there waiting for an oak tree to come, put it up on a branch? Is it waiting for itself to go find all the right pieces to build an oak? No. It plants itself in the soil. Nature creates the right and congruent conditions for it. When the conditions match the pattern in the seed, its purpose, its potential naturally emerges. Now, a seed is indigenous because its ability to thrive is based on its external environment. You, my friend, are endogenous, which means that your ability to thrive is based on your internal environment. It's based on you being a walking greenhouse, you carrying the soil within your soul and the light of your own being, so that no matter what or how many clouds are in the sky, no matter what side of the tracks you were planted, when you bring yourself into alignment with that desire, with that pattern, with that thing that you've been waiting for, and you start expressing it, not waiting for it, but allowing it to emerge, giving it forth, then you begin to allow for the full potential of your being to emerge. So if you're in a situation right now where you're feeling there's not enough love in this relationship, I'm gonna wait until they, give me some respect, give me some appreciation, show me some love. I'm gonna meet them halfway. I'm doing my 50%, they need to do their 50. Then what you're gonna do is create stagnation in that relationship. But here's the real big key. This is the secret of secrets. All you have to do is start generating the thing you want more of. Whatever's missing is what you're not giving. If you want something more or different to come into your life, you must let something more or different come out of you. Always. It's a principle. It's not personal. If you plant the seed in the ground and you create the right conditions, the law of emergence can't say, well, I'd love to grow you seed, but you come from a long line of seeds that never amounted to much. You gotta work on your self-esteem. No. All it needs is to create the right conditions, and the principle must work. So even if you've not felt a lot of love for most of your life, it's not gonna take you long. It doesn't have to take you long. You just have to take a stand. You just have to start generating the love. And you gotta start by giving it to yourself. As I've talked about in previous videos, the law of circulation says you can't give what you don't have. You can't keep what you don't give. And you can't sustain what you don't receive. So you've got to give it to yourself. So if you're in a job where you don't feel like they're validating, appreciating, or respecting you, or you're in a relationship where you don't feel like you're getting the love, the attention, the appreciation, you have 100% power to start giving it to yourself. Start loving yourself. Start appreciating, validating, respecting yourself. And you will begin to blossom, and you will transform your environment. I guarantee it. So how do you do it practically? Find a situation right now where you think something's missing and you're either struggling to get it, or you got your arms crossed and you're waiting and you're only giving as good as you get, or you've resigned and don't think you'll ever get it. So maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a job. Identify what that quality is. Let's say it's respect. And ask this question: if I truly, deeply, madly respected myself, how would I show up in that relationship today? How would I show up at that job today? If I respected myself, what would I do differently? What would I do more of? What would I do less of? What conversations might I start having? What conversations might I stop having? If I deeply, fill in the blank, respected, loved, validated myself, How would I take care of me? How would I hold me? How would I walk into that room? If you begin to ask that question every day as a mantra, you can start in the morning, you can do it throughout the day, keep coming back. If I loved, valued, respect, appreciated myself, how would I hold myself now? How would I care for myself now? What would I do? How would I walk into that room? What would I say? What would I not say? As that becomes a contemplation and as the answers arise, you honor them. You will activate those qualities in you. And you will no longer need to demand respect, you will command it. And as you begin to show up that way, now you have an overflow. Now you turn your attention to giving it to that place or to those people. Not to get anything, but because remember, you cannot keep what you don't circulate, what you don't give. And as you give the respect, find places to validate, love, whatever, now you magnify that quality for yourself. You become a bigger, more powerful generator of that. And then, as I've said many times, one of two things must happen. Either those people, places, or conditions will rise to meet you, will be transformed by you, because you are now being the light of the world, or you will be moved into a place that can handle and hold and meet you at that new level. Folks, this really is the good news. Nothing the world can ever say or do or has ever done to you has diminished you, has taken anything away, I promise you. And if you'll practice this, you will reclaim the years the locusts have eaten. You will make a way out of no way. You will dissolve all obstacles in your way. Take this to heart, practice this today, and share with me what happens. And until next time, remember to live authentically, love unconditionally, and follow your destiny.